everyone. Today we're going to be working on another page of our Hagaddah Shel Pesach. So for today's lesson, you're going to need your Hagaddah Shel Pesach that looks like this. And you'll need a pencil to write with that's sharpened. Very important. The rest of the materials I'm going to show you now, those you don't need to use all of them. You're going to use whatever it is that you have in your house. That's fine. I'm just showing you some different ideas, and you can choose to use whatever it is that you have. So some ideas of what you might want to collect to use now. Glue. It can be bottle glue, stick glue. It can be tape, even if that's what you have. I'm using bottle glue because that's what I have in my house. Scissors. You might want to use colored pencils. You might want to use crayons. You might want to use markers. So those are just some ideas. And if you have colored paper, I just picked out these two colors to use now. Whatever it is that you have, you can use white paper. White paper is good too. You can color that. Use whatever color you want it to be. So those are just some ideas to get started with. So yesterday, in the Hagaddah, we worked on the first page, which was Hagaddah Kadesh wrote, and Ima lights the candles, and same as Shabbat. And then the next part of our Seder, the first part of the Seder, actually, is Abba comes home from shul, and the first part is Kadesh. So we're going to open up to the Kadesh page, which is right after, I'll show you the order. So when you open, this is the cover of your Hagaddah Shel Pesach. We're going to turn the page. This is your Hagaddah Kadesh wrote page. Mine is just empty right now. This Hagaddah that I'm using right now is an empty one. The next one is this page, which is the order of the Seder, Kadesh, Orchatz, Karpas, Yachatz, that whole order. The next page is Kadesh, and that is what we're going to be working on today. So your Hagaddah should be open to Kadesh, this page. Now, the first thing we're going to, so what is Kadesh? So Abba comes home from shul, same as Friday night, same as Shabbat, and he's going to make Kiddush. So on our Seder table, we have everything all set up, really pretty, really nice, plates, cups, napkins, everything set up, matzah, maror, the whole Seder plate, all the food. We also have a Kiddush cup, just like Shabbat, and we have grape juice or wine, and Abba's going to fill up the cup with grape juice, and he's going to say Kiddush, and everyone's going to have a drink, and we're going to move on in the Seder. So that's the first part of the Seder. Abba comes home from shul, and he makes Kiddush. Daddy comes home from shul, he makes Kiddush. So we're going to be writing that in our Hagaddah on the lines on the paper, and then afterwards we'll be able to decorate and make it look pretty and beautiful to use at the Seder. So we're going to start from, there's lines over here that you can see. So we're going to start with the lines. You're going to start from the English side of the lines, and you're going to put it down on a table or something so that you can write. I'm putting it down right in front of me so that I can write, and we'll write together. So the first word we're going to write is Abba or Daddy, your choice. We'll write, I'll do both so that you can choose what you want to write. So if you want to write Daddy, we're gonna sound out the word Daddy together. So the first sound in Daddy is D. D. Think about what letter you need to write. And the first letter that you need to write is a D. So we're gonna write capital D, and I'm gonna show you my capital D right here. Next sound that we're going to write is Daddy, Think about what letter that is. Lowercase a. So we're going to make our lowercase a right over there. Mine is backwards because of the video. Next we're going to do Daddy. So D is a D. And Daddy spelled actually with two D's. So you're going to make two D's, and then a Y at the end. That is how you spell Daddy. So it's D-A-D-D-Y. And the next word, or if you want it, now I'm going to just tell you how to spell Abba if you want to spell Abba. So the next for Abba, if you didn't want to write Daddy and you want to write Abba, you're going to write A, which sounds like an O. It's actually spelled with an A. Abba, B, 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 and another B, and then A. So we have our first word. We have Daddy or we have Abba. So I'll show you Abba also. Abba is A, B, B, A. So if you want to write Abba, that's how you're going to write it. Okay, so next, after we wrote Daddy or Abba, we're going to write, the next word is makes. We're going to write Abba makes Kiddush, Daddy makes Kiddush. So we're going to leave, what do we leave between each word? We leave a finger space. So we're going to put our finger down next to the word Daddy or next to the word Abba. And the next word that we're going to be writing is makes. So let's sound out that word together. That's an M. So we're going to write an M down. You make a line down from the playing line down to the grass line. Trace back up and make a hump. Trace back up and make another hump. A is exactly how it sounds. It's an A. So we're going to make, we're going to point to the playing line. We're going to go around to the grass line like a C. Up, back up to the playing line and down to the worm, down to the grass line. K, k, k is a K. It sounds like a C or a K. We're going to write it as a K because that's how it's really spelled. So a K is a line down from the sky line to the grass line and a little alligator mouth. So we have that so far. I'm going to show you what I wrote so far. We have M, we have A, we have K. Makes, so it sounds like an S. So we're going to write an S. And then we're going to we're up to the next word. We wrote Abba, or we wrote Daddy, either one. Finger space. Then we wrote makes. That's our second word. Now we're up to our third word. So we're going to leave another finger space next after the word makes. And then we're going to write Kiddush. So let's sound out that word together. K is a K. So we're going to write a K again. C or a K. It sounds like both. K, E, E, E. Sounds like an E. So it's actually spelled with an I, but you can write an E or an I, whatever it is that you choose. D, 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 D. Kiddush, ooh. Sounds like an O or two O's or a U. We're going to write U, Kiddush, sh, sh. So actually, this sound we haven't yet learned. It's actually two letters that make one sound, sh. So think about if you know what those two letters are. It's S-H, S-H, sh. So for Kiddush, we're going to end off with, we have our K, we have our I, we have our D, we have our U. And we're going to end off with S-H for Kiddush. So I'm going to show you. And then we sounded out the word, we have Kiddush. And at the end of a sentence, what do we always end a sentence with? We start with a capital letter and we end with a period. So we're going to make a dot on the line on the bottom. So I'll show you my dot. My dot is right over there. So there's my dot. And now we're done with the writing. So you can put your pencil down. And the next part of our Hagaddah is the fun part. We're going to decorate. So you have the whole top of your book right here, of your Hagaddah, and you can choose to decorate Kadesh however you want. You can draw, these are some ideas that you might want to do. You might want to draw a table, and then draw Abba, and draw a Kiddush cup, and draw a bottle of grape juice or wine or things like that. You might want to, so that you can do with markers, crayons, colored pencils. You might want to just draw a Kiddush cup on your paper. And again, you don't have to draw a table if you want. You can just draw the Kiddush cup, and then you can just make a picture of that, and with markers or crayons or colored pencils. If you have colored paper or any type of material that you want to use, you can actually cut out a Kiddush cup and glue it on. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that today. So I don't have a tracer or anything like that, and I'm sure you don't either at home, and that's good. You're going to just use your own imagination, your own brain, and you're going to take a pencil and you're going to take your paper and you're just going to first, before you cut anything out, you're just going to try your best to draw a kiddush cup. So you can draw a kiddush cup like one that looks like this, like a regular cup, 2 lines down, then you can draw a line at the bottom and a line on top, and there you go, you have your cup. Or you can draw a kiddush cup. I'm going to show you 2 ways. So let me first do, so we're first going to do the one just like the one I showed you just now, just like this one. So we're going to draw a line down, we're going to draw a line across, a line back up, and across like this, and I'll show you, I'm going to cut that out in a minute. So let's cut that out now, and I'll show you how that looks. I like to cut off the piece from the paper that I'm cutting from the big paper, and then it's easier to cut on the lines that I drew. So remember, your drawing does not have to be perfect. Just do your best, and that's what counts. So we're gonna cut. Okay. So here's my kiddush. This could be your kiddush cup if you want. You can do it in black. You can do it in purple, whatever color you want. And what I do is I put it down, and I can make that as my picture. If I wanted to, I can add more colors. I can take some black. I can make this just look like the grape juice part and make part of the cup on the bottom. Make another cup and cut that out. There's really a lot you could do with this. And you can add glitter if that's what you have at home. You can add material, tissue paper, whatever it is that you want. Another idea to make a kiddush cup, and this one is my black paper. You can make a different shaped kiddush cup, which I'm going to show you. And again, you're just going to do your best, and don't worry how it comes out, because okay, so now I drew my cup. I'm going to cut it out, and so I'm just cutting on the lines, doing my best that I can on the lines that I drew. Just do your best, doesn't have to be perfect. I did my best. See, I have a pointy edge here. This one's round. It's okay that I made a mistake a little bit, or it's not perfect. This side's a little, it doesn't matter. You're just doing your best that you can, and it's going to come out great. So what I do is I take my glue, and I would glue it on, and I can even add, if I wanted to add some purple to there on top, I could, to make it look like grape juice. Up to me, whatever I would choose. Up to you, whatever you choose. Point is just have fun and be creative. So that's what you're going to do for Kadesh. Another thing you can do is if you wanted to draw, you can do the same thing with white paper, and you can just draw with marker or crayon or colored pencil, and you can just draw. So I would make, this is my grape juice. And then I'm going to add a cup to the bottom. So there's my marker. And I'm going to draw my kiddush cup. If I wanted it, that could be my kiddush cup. I can cut it out, put it on, or I can even make the one with the stand if I wanted to. So that's up to me. And you can cut that out, put it on your paper. You can draw it straight on here. Up to you. Just have fun with it and enjoy. So anyway, hope everyone has a great time working on their Hagaddah Shel Pesach. Send pictures so that your teachers can see what you've been working on at home. And thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.